Hi everybody, welcome back to Saturdays with Grace. Grace was going to do the introduction, but she got a little nervous right at the end there.
I forgot what I was supposed to say.
So, we got a little bit behind and we didn't post one this last Saturday, so we're doing a Tuesday with Grace and we'll post it right away to make up for it.
Tuesday.
And then we'll catch up this Saturday.
Tuesday. It's a Tuesday.
We're behind our BoosterBricks too, so we're trying to catch those up. So this is May's BoosterBricks.
Open sesame!
Okay.
Mommy's gonna be reading.
Our micro build.
Where? There.
Alright, here's our story right here.
Okay. Welcome to Brick Creek.
Figure challenge.
Welcome to Brick Creek.
BoosterBricks club member. Look at that. You got a badge.
Yay.
There's our blindfold challenge.
Wow, I'm nervous.
And there is our premiere challenge. Alright, we're ready. Welcome to our Old West theme box. We hope you enjoy this box. Our team has been especially excited about this one. As you know, we're always open to suggestions for improvement. This month we've decided to skip the staff picks section. Alright.
What is a staff pick?
Alright, we're going to go right to the story here.
Capsule.
True Brick. To help the story come to life, you pause when you see the brick and build that challenge. Feel free to take breaks when needed, which we'll do. Happy building. Choo-choo! The train whistles as it makes its way from beyond the hills into Brick Creek Station. Folks dressed in fancy attire step out into the quiet little town. They have traveled all the way from the city of Lagolia, nearly 50 miles away. Brick Creek, a small and pleasant town, is one of the few stops along the scenic train journey. Here, the Lagolians purchase fine items like handmade garments and custom jewelry pieces and enjoy delicious meals, fresh dairy milk, and loaves of bread made by the local townsmen. The citizens of Brick Creek couldn't be more thankful for the train. Ever since the railroad was built, their businesses have tripled in size and the town is thriving. Alright, so here's our Premier Challenge Pack. First break, using what is in this, you are going to build a train.
I can see.
Build the train that brings the people
To the place.
to
A place.
Brick Creek, the town of Brick Creek.
Brick Creek.
Some wheels.
Wheel.
This looks like a steering wheel of some kind. Round things here.
Mommy,
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused now.
Why are you confused?
Oh, now I understand. This.
Oh, this could be the front. You know, the front of the trains looks like they're plowing through something.
Yeah.
Or maybe this.
I'm
Maybe the
making
triangle-y ones.
this here. And then the center. And then I need another one of these for here.
Okay. What would that be? Train whistle, maybe? Oh, what's this?
This looks very odd.
That one bends. Look at that. That's a very strange looking train.
Yes.
That go off to the side, maybe?
The side.
So while you're building, we'll tell everybody that Grace is trying to get a kid channel on YouTube Kids. And if you would like our channel and follow us and subscribe, then we would be really grateful because that'll increase your chances of getting a YouTube Kids channel.
And then I'll be able to watch myself on my iPad.
Because she's a little restricted on where she can go on YouTube by herself. Oh, what's that? That looks like...
I'm just going to use
Alright.
pieces. Yeah, this is...
Very cool. So, that's your train? All right, so let's keep going there.
Yeah, let's put this in my box.
Let's just set it off to the
Why
side
can't
for
we
now.
do the extras for
Because
the
we might
box?
need it for some more of the story. Let's see. Bring your train out. There are many things about Brick Creek that the passerby enjoy, but one of the best parts about it is that nothing bad ever happens here. Well, nothing really bad. The sheriff does a mighty fine job of keeping the town in order, but there's one mysterious nuisance that just keeps getting away. He has nicknamed her the Petty Prankster. Luckily, her pranks are never harmful to others, but they're enough to cause a fuss. All right. Using your minifigure challenge, here we are, ma'am.
Yay.
Build us a sheriff.
And
Keep the peace.
This is the person.
Oh, here's your special piece. Build us a sheriff, please.
Okay, he gets a stick with the thing on it.
Now it's getting close to Christmas, so for next week's...
We'll have to find a Christmas.
Uh-oh.
I'll get it.
A Christmas craft or a Christmas recipe.
Mama, look. Now I have another one.
He has an axe. Oh my goodness,
So many ones.
What's this one? All right, so you've got a nice sheriff there.
This is a crowbar.
Ooh.
Since when does a sheriff hold a crowbar?
It has been several weeks since the prankster's last prank. She felt that the sheriff had been getting too close to figuring out who she was, so she decided to lay low. Tonight, however, her mischief gets the best of her, and she comes up with another hilarious prank. She waits until the sun sets over the hills, then hides in the shadows just outside of the general store. When she is sure it is closed for the night, she climbs up the walls and slips into an open window on the upper floor. As she quietly tiptoes down the stairs, she hears some people talking in a room near the back. There seems to be some sort of a meeting going on. But she quickly gets distracted when she spots what she came here for. The gumball machine. She carefully disassembles it and replaces all of the gumballs with colored mothballs. Ugh. She giggles to herself as she imagines someone putting one in their mouth thinking it would be candy. Well, I didn't know about that. Mothballs could make you sick, so you probably ought to not try that prank. But
never in real life.
Right.
But
Since
in a
it's
Lego game,
challenge,
in a Lego game, you can't.
build the candy machine.
The candy machine. I'm just gonna put colorful pieces. Because I'm crazy and I don't know how to do this. Gumball. Mama, whenever you say gumball, I think of the YouTube gumball. YouTube Kids has gumball. Gumball. The amazing world of gumball.
Yeah, the amazing world of gumball. That's always a fun one, huh?
I say the amazing world of gumball.
Maybe this could be the box. Sit on that. Or right here.
The amazing world of gumball.
Like that? Or
Like a gumball. Has never existed. Like, if you don't know what gumball is, then you obviously got YouTube way before gumball.
Gumball is old as your sisters. It used to be on
Gumball.
Nickelodeon, I think, or
Gumball.
Cartoon Network, one of those.
Cartoon Nickelodeon.
So where does the candy come out?
It falls out here.
Falls out down there? Okay.
Yeah. Where?
Okay, you keep building and I'll keep reading. Just as she is about to climb the stairs and sneak back out the window, She hears the voices getting louder and louder. Can you believe it? They're going to take away all of our customers. How will Brick Creek survive without the business of the Lagolians every day? One man asks. She can't believe what is happening. A man named Richard Jerkinson, or Rich Jerk for short, is going to be making changes to the railroad so that Brick Creek will no longer be included in the journey to and from Lagolia. The train will be taken to a newer, more modern town just 5 miles east. This will surely put most of the shops in Brick Creek out of business, and many citizens will be forced to move and settle in other towns.
They could just move to the town a few miles east.
Whoops, get that piece. The prankster is upset by what she hears and quickly runs upstairs, out the window, and back home. The next day, the word gets round about both the railroad changes and the mothball prank. Little Peggy Sue is the first victim. She ignores her mother's warning against eating sweets in the morning and goes to the general store as soon as it opens. Her face is full of regret when she realizes the gumball she just popped in her mouth is actually a mothball. Gross! Peggy Sue runs to her mother and begins telling her about what happened. Tears are streaming down her face as her mother calmly lets out, "I told you so." The mothball prank is unsettling to the sheriff, but he has bigger things to worry about now. The whole town is in panic mode over the new railroad rerouting. He decides it is finally time to put up the wanted poster. Even though he never thought it would ever come to this. Perhaps one of the citizens will be able to identify the prankster while he is busy keeping the peace. The next day, the railroad construction begins. The new tracks are being laid outside of town so that the train will no longer be passing through Brick Creek. Numerous requests are made, but Rich Jerk is set on his decision. Everyone is just about given up hope. Well, almost everyone. The night after the construction finishes, the petty prankster sets out and decides to put a new pranking plan into action. She has a sack full of supplies and, of course, gumballs for energy. This is unlike any prank she's ever done, but it might be her last one if she's forced to move away. When she finally reaches the part of the railroad where the tracks divide, she sits down and opens up her bag full of tools. Okay, so using your spotlight piece.
Spotlight peak.
Construct. So we need some track here. Get some other track. A switch.
A switch.
A switch.
A switch.
Is a spot. Here's your spotlight. Where
I made a switch.
tracks change direction.
I made a switch.
Like that.
Mommy, I was like this. And no, Mama. I just put this here and said.
All right. So build some railroad. Look at the picture here.
There.
See how the railroad does that? So you're gonna build a switch like that.
There, I built a switch.
Your pieces and your 15 more pieces. That's not 15. You can get some out of your own.
10 more.
Yep, keep going. Build some more railroad. All finished. Now when the train comes in the morning, it will go straight to Brick Creek. The prankster can't wait to see the look on Rich Jerk's face when he steps out at the wrong station. That'll teach him. She begins packing up her things, thinking she is all alone. Little did she know, the sack she carried had a hole in the bottom, just big enough for a gumball to pass through. Every so often, one gumball would fall onto the ground, leaving a sweet trail behind her. The sheriff just so happens to see a shiny red one at the edge of town and follows the trail all the way to where she is. He arrives at the scene just as she is about to leave and startles the prankster. "Hold it right there," he shouts. "Don't move an inch." "I'm the sheriff. I'm not here to hurt you. I just want to make sure everything is safe here. Let me prove my identity." This is a principle he prides himself on. He would hate for the prankster to believe he was someone impersonating the sheriff. Luckily, everyone in town knows that he wears a very unique, special belt buckle that has been passed down to him from many generations before him. He tosses it to her feet as evidence of her true identity. All right. How's that switch going? We're ready for the next build. It's supposed to be the blindfold build, but Grace doesn't like to be blindfolded. It bothers her, so we let her just build. Build us, ma'am.
I did it. I made a switch.
Good job. All right. Now using these pieces.
Beatrix, be quiet.
That's Sophia, baby.
Oh.
Grace has a new niece. Part of why we get so behind on things. She's 2.5 months old. So you're going to build the sheriff's fancy belt buckle.
Belt buckle?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have to be like up close and giant?
However you want it to be. It's got to be very special and unique, is all they said. Everyone knows him by his belt buckle. After picking it up and being convinced that he is who he says he is, she takes off running in the opposite direction. Luckily, he is able to catch a glimpse of her face in the moonlight just before she runs off and suddenly realizes who she is. Missy Turner, daughter of a cattle herder who happens to be a close friend of his. Never would he imagine Missy to be involved in such pranks. She has always been such a sweet girl. Now that he knows who she is, the sheriff decides to call it a night and deal with Missy in the morning. The next day, as he makes his way down the road to Missy's home, he hears the loud whistles of the train. Confused, he runs over to see the Lagolians stepping off into Brick Creek. Citizens gather round, whispering amongst themselves. Rich Jerk steps off the train, but when he sees how happy all the passengers are to be back, he realizes he almost made a huge mistake. After thinking it through, he decides to extend the railroad so that it would still include Brick Creek in the journey to and from Lagolia. Everyone cheers at the happy news. The sheriff can't stay angry at Missy for long, since her innocent prank ended up saving the town. But he makes sure she puts an end to them. She no longer feels the need to anonymously prank people in order to feel important. Instead, she promises to use her creative energy toward making this town an even better place. Is that your unique belt buckle?
I'm
Not done yet?
I need one more piece.
One more piece. Okay.
That's his buckle.
Maybe some studs on it.
Belt buckle.
Very
this is the
nice.
belt and this is the buckle.
Well, the belt goes through the buckle. It's just a decorative piece, really.
Yeah, but I'm putting it on my head.
So that's our story for today, folks. That was a pretty cool one. Did you like that Western one? Yeah? So join us next time when we do a craft for Christmas. And then the week after that,
A baking show.
a baking show for Christmas.
I want to make cookies.
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 Sugar cookies. Oh, we have a nice shortbread recipe that we can make with some sprinkles on top. Let's do that one, okay? And then we'll be back again for the June Lego challenge. So once again, if you want to help Grace get her own YouTube Kids channel, give us a like, subscribe to our channel. We'll have a lot more fun.
And
we'll get goofy next time, eh? Thank you for joining us.
Goofy,
Say
Christmas.
Say goodnight.
Good night.